We're here with another video to talk to people about wiring their trees or bonsai down into the pot. We anchor trees down into the containers for the fact that most of the containers are shallow and don't provide a lot of support for root balls. So what we do is we utilize the holes in the bottom of the pot to run up to send through a wire, and we'll actually use that wire to anchor the tree down into the pot. So what I'd like to do is to show people how it's done. And what I have here are two different pots. This pot here has two bigger holes as well as four smaller holes. And over here I have a pot with just one hole. Let's go back to the first one. With this pot, due to the fact that it has many holes, we can take a piece of wire. This is ordinary bonsai wire. The wire I like to use is like number 2 or number 2.5 millimeter. And what we'll do is just simply send out the wire through the hole and come back up through the other hole, through the other side. Flatten that out. And now we have two leads to work with in order to work with the root ball, simply by just twisting it down to the pot. Well, that was easy. But the manufacturer of this pot actually gave us a series of smaller holes where we can actually send a wire in through these. Okay. Pushing it up through there, flattening it out. So we can utilize these as well. We can have a wire on this side. We can utilize a wire on this side. So that's very convenient. But what do we do in this case? Pot here only has one hole. So what do we do? Certainly can't do that. So what I want to do is demonstrate on what to do with a pot with a single hole. Well, there's a couple different methods that we can use. One easy one, here's the piece of wire that I had. An easy method is simply folding the wire in half, like so that it's able to fit through the hole. All right, but that doesn't hold the wire in place. So what we need to do is take my wire cutters, and here I got a heavy gauge piece of wire here. It's probably a number 5. Cut a small segment of that off. So, going back to the pot with a single hole, I can shove the wire through the opening and take the heavy gauge piece of wire and loop it over it, such as that. Pot your tree, and you have an instant anchor. Well, you can do that. There's actually another way, which I'd like to show you. Put that back. Over here's another piece of aluminum wire, still number 2. And what we'll do is make a series of bends in this piece of wire. I like using my finger to make a figure 8, you might say. And there you have it. Now, with that being done, go back to the pot with a single hole, run it up through the center, flatten this out. Well, now I have a nice anchoring point for the wire. Utilizing the two ends, I can wrap it around the root ball, tie it off, and pull upwards, and it won't pull through. It's as simple as that.